So before we continue configuring the other areas for OSPF, what we're going to do, we're going to put BFD on. So we're going to do BFD between routers 1 and router 3, just to show you how it's actually configured. It's not difficult, and the configuration is the same for most protocols like ISIS and BGP. So once we've done it once, we generally shouldn't have to go through it again. So let's clear the screen and bring up the CLI, and we'll get cracking with that. Okay, so we're on PE1 already. So let's do set protocols as OSPF area 0, and we're going to do interface. So to put BFD on is put on the per interface level. So interface, and it's going to be LT 000, and it's going to be 13, and we're going to type in, do a question mark now. We should see that you have your BFD liveness detection. Let's have a look, scroll, see that right there. So we have our BFD liveness detection, so that's what we're going to do. So it's BFD liveness detection, and now we need to choose the minimum interval. So we have our minimum interval right here, and this is how many milliseconds you want to be sending the BFD packets out. So minimum interval, let's put that down as, say, 300 milliseconds. And now we're going to use the multiplier. Now, as standard, the multiplier is generally set to 3 anyway, but we'll manually set it. So multiplier as 3, and we can just press enter, and let's do a show pipe compare. Okay, so as you can see, once we commit this, we have logical system P1, the OSPF protocol on the interface LT000.13. We've enabled BFD liveness detection. Our minimum interval is 300 milliseconds, and our multiplier is 3, so that gives us 900 milliseconds or sub-second detection. So let's commit that, commit and quit. Fantastic. Okay, so let's now jump onto P3. So set CLI logical systems PE3, and we're going to do the same thing. Go into configure mode, so set protocols OSPF area 0, interface LT, and it will be 31, and we're going to choose BFD liveness detection with a minimum interval of 300 and a multiplier 3. Commit and quit. Okay, great stuff. So let's do a show BFD session, and as we can see, we now have a neighborship has been formed, and we are transmitting at half-second rates. It says half-second, but it's not actually half-second, it's 300 milliseconds. Okay, so that's fantastic. So basically what's going to happen here is, let me just minimize this. Okay, so what's basically going to happen here is, if this link happens to go down for any particular reason, and the 3 BFD packets are not received in either direction, then the OSPF neighborship will automatically be pulled down so it no longer has to wait for the dead timer of like 40 seconds to actually terminate the OSPF neighborship. It can pull it down and all the routes can reconverge. Okay, so a nice quick little video. In the next one we're going to move along, and we'll do one on the next video. We'll say configure this link, you know, for area 1, and I will configure the other links, you know, independently. Otherwise, you don't want to watch the same thing being repeated over and over and over again. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video.